So, have you ever wondered whether your company, how you can make it more profitable, by increasing its budgeting efficiency, especially when a new project's up and coming from your boss? Well, I'm gonna tell you how, because you always wonder, you always see all those leading companies, how they always stay such ahead in such a competitive landscape, Well, there are a few strategic cost management systems used, especially by Toyota and Boeing, which I'll be talking about later on, to improve on these aspects. Well, Toyota, a Japanese company, is famous for its just-in-time strategy, which is an inventory management strategy that aligns the raw materials arrival times to when it is needed in the production process, which means that it's delivered on schedule, nothing sooner, just on time. Likewise, Boeing, a famous airplane manufacturing company, is famous for its application of the activity-based management strategy, where they'll budget for a project in advance based on its activities. So firstly, Toyota Group is one of the companies that is developing and implementing the just-in-time accounting tools within their manufacturing plants. So JIT is a Japanese management philosophy strategy in which it's implemented by many of the Japanese manufacturing companies. So the application of JIT by Toyota, along with combining other Japanese management philosophies, is with the sole aim of eliminating waste and enhanced production efficiency. So moving on to Toyota's industry needs. The Toyota Motor Corporation specializes in manufacturing many vehicles such as minivans, commercial vehicles, and SUVs, which requires over 30,000 individual parts per vehicle, and these parts must be ordered and shipped to the production plant for assembly into the final product. So this shows that there is a need for an opportunity to eliminate waste as long as the companies can utilize strategic management, cost management strategies. With JIT, Toyota only manufactures vehicles that are needed at the right time, in the right quantity. So this can also fulfill customer orders as quickly and efficiently as possible. Besides, when applying JIT to the vehicle manufacturing process, Toyota would have to coordinate and communicate with other business partners who are in charge of producing the parts needed for vehicle assembly to be in perfect synchronization. So this would ensure that vehicles are manufactured efficiently and without wasting any resources. So if all of the necessary parts were made only after they were ordered, it would take several months to finish a customer's orders. So therefore, in order to prevent this, the vehicle assembly line prepares a minimum number of parts in advance for each of the manufacturing processes so that the car can be assembled as soon as an order is arrived. So in this way, Toyota can quickly replenish the parts used so that the previous process can also have the minimum number of parts needed in advance to avoid downtime. Automatically, wasteless production is achieved because Toyota not only produces what is needed to meet the customer demand, but they also ensure that only products that can be sold are produced at the appropriate time and quantity. Furthermore, to ensure that Toyota's production system is running smoothly and without disruption, the Toyota Motor Corporation utilizes a lean inventory strategy to support their implementation of JIT. For instance, during the global semiconductor shortage and chip shortages, Toyota first identified 500 of the most top priority raw materials that needed to be adequately inventoried for their production plants for the next 6 months. And after that, Toyota would appoint a specialized parts supplier for each of the different types of microcontroller units, or MCU, used in their production processes. Next, Toyota will work with each supplier to develop a business continuity plan to ensure that all suppliers are incentivized to prioritize the MCU that Toyota requires and keep them in stock for a longer period, thus ensuring that the suppliers can supply raw materials to Toyota without interruption. However, there are some challenges with Toyota's implementation of the JIT strategy. The biggest challenge is to achieve the perfect real-time synchronization and communication among all stakeholders. This is because it requires such a high level of trust and cooperation in order to avoid delays. Besides, one of the challenges faced by Toyota is convincing the factory workers to work standing up, because JIT requires a smooth, uninterrupted production process in which workers complete multiple tasks at the same time, meaning that they have to be constantly on the move, having no opportunities to sit down. At first, workers were against standing the whole day, fearing that this may make them feel more tired. But Toyota's management explained that having workers standing allowed them to shift more easily between tasks and support each other, and it can increase the efficiency of the production process. Moreover, the implementation of JIT also allowed Toyota to enjoy the many corporate performance improvements. For instance, Toyota's JIT purchasing strategy involved reducing inventory levels to near zero. So they achieved this by matching the receiving of vehicle parts closely with actual usage, facilitated by better relationships with suppliers and more frequent deliveries of smaller quantities. This approach led to savings in storage costs, material handling costs, ordering costs, reduced spoilage of certain materials, and saved costs on disposing of obsolete parts. As a result, Toyota's profits can be seen to increase due to the decreased costs by eliminating waste. Regarding sustainability, JIT plays an important role in reducing Toyota's environmental impact of production activities. For instance, JIT helps to reduce the carbon footprint from overstocking inventories, saves energy, and reduces waste disposed. With less waste generated during the production process, less materials end up in landfills, contributing to a more sustainable and environmentally friendly production system. So less waste generated during production means less waste being disposed of in landfills, thus reducing the environmental impact of Toyota's production. So furthermore, from a customer's point of view, JIT also brings benefits to Toyota. This is because Toyota's implementation of JIT focuses on the real-time production of vehicles, and this allows for immediate detection and resolution of such defects. Therefore, this results in higher quality products and increased customer satisfaction. JIT also ensures that Toyota always maintains the right level of parts needed for each production process. This can also ensure that no downtime will be incurred during the production and help to shorten the lead times. This means that customers can receive their vehicle orders relatively quickly and at a quality that exceeds expectations, thus leading to improved customer satisfaction. So now we're talking about the success. So despite Toyota's strict adherence to lean principles, their inventory stockpile levels have increased by 50% over the past decade in response to disruptions and natural disasters. Unexpected supply shortage that disrupt the production process will be more severe in companies like Toyota, which is a weakness of JIT. Nevertheless, Toyota's adaptability have given them more success in leveraging JIT than their competitors. There are several challenges that come with the implementation of the JIT system. The most significant challenge is employee resistance. Many employees see it as an upheaval that increases their workload and thus creates uncertainty. In terms of cultural differences, because the JIT system is deeply rooted in the Japanese culture, many of its core principles have failed to resonate with the Western culture. Secondly, the uncertainty of external factors will also pose a challenge for companies as they need to balance between minimizing inventory costs and keeping enough buffer inventory to cushion against unexpected shortages. Thirdly, the widespread use of JIT has led to public concern over its environmental impact due to its contribution to greenhouse gas emissions caused by frequent deliveries. So companies are pressured to incorporate sustainability practices in order to reduce their carbon footprints. And lastly, the challenge in successfully implementing JIT systems is heightened in industries where demand is unpredictable. Therefore, companies have to evaluate whether the benefits of holding low inventory will outweigh the cost of not meeting customer needs on time. Continue on to talking more about activity-based management, or ABM, the ABM strategy. So ABM is a management approach that uses ABC, activity-based costing, information to make informed decisions and optimize costs without compromising output. Boeing Commercial Airplane, or I'll be referring to as Boeing from now on, is committed to being the leader in commercial aviation by offering airplanes that deliver superior design efficiency and value to customers around the world. Boeing is also a cost center manufacturing plant producing fuselages, noses, struts, nacelles, and truss reversers for their plane models, which are the 737, 747, 767, 777, and 787 airplane models. So Boeing also employs more than 60,000 employees, and the operation involves an annual payroll of about $1.1 billion and yearly purchases of $900 million just in raw materials and parts alone. Thus, Boeing uses activity-based management, or ABM, to analyze the profitability of activities, such as identifying the true cost. This can assist managers in making critical choices, as ABM provides detailed information on costs associated with different activities, which allow Boeing to identify non-value-added activities, streamline the processes, and make decisions on resource allocations and process improvement. Besides, ABM also enables managers to view how labor, overtime, and support are absorbed by the different production activities, and these activities can be then classified into value-added and non-value-added activities. In principle, ABM will point to the elimination of non-value-added activities rather than unilateral layoffs in order to reduce the costs. For instance, ABM enables the production manager to identify processes that need to be eliminated or improved. Hence, the production manager can identify specific activities that can be planned in order to reduce the non-value-added activity costs. So ABM also can foster a culture based on eliminating waste, reducing response times, streamlining product and process design, and improving quality. Moreover, ABM can also improve the manager's decision-making by providing a clearer understanding of the cost implications of their choices. For instance, it can help managers in making decisions on whether to produce goods internally or outsource the goods. Therefore, managers can make more informed decisions by understanding the true costs associated with the different activities. As for the challenges, Boeing has also faced numerous challenges when implementing ABM's strategy, such as aircraft production and delivery delays. For example, the development and production of the 787 airplane model faced substantial delays and cost overruns that caused the company to suffer financial failures. However, ABM strategies requires accurate data collection and detailed information about each activity and its related costs. Thus, these types of delays in production and delivery will affect the data flow and cause inconsistent data, which may result in inaccurate cost allocation. This misallocation also might affect the actual costs and resources used. Besides, delays in production and delivery may also result in increased costs due to overtime pay, penalties, and the cost of rescheduled activities. Lastly, these additional costs will also affect the implementation of ABM. Therefore, this is one of the challenges that was faced by Boeing during the implementation of the ABM strategy. In addition, the implementation of ABM by Boeing has helped the company improve their corporate performance in terms of sustainability, customer perspectives, internal processes, and financial results. ABM has successfully supported Boeing's sustainability goals by providing the details of resource utilization and cost drivers. This is because it can identify and eliminate non-value-added activities which may improve resource utilization more efficiently and thus reduce waste and environmental impact. In addition, by understanding the costs associated with different activities, Boeing can optimize the processes to minimize resource consumption and improve sustainability. For instance, ABM can identify the areas where resource usage can be reduced without a decrease in quality, thus supporting sustainable production practices. Moreover, from the customer's perspective, ABM enables Boeing to improve their product quality and delivery performance as ABM helps to identify and eliminate non-value-added activities. Therefore, the department can focus more on value-added processes in order to produce higher quality products and improve customer satisfaction. Besides, ABM also provides detailed cost information that can help to make more competitive pricing decisions, therefore focusing on customer satisfaction that can ensure that Boeing remains cost-effective while meeting customer expectations. Furthermore, ABM can improve internal processes by providing cost behaviors and their relationship to the activities. This is because Boeing can have better planning and resource allocation, which will lead to more efficient internal processes. For instance, managers can manage the assets more effectively as ABM provides analysis on setup and running costs, planned and unplanned maintenance costs, and capacity. Thus, this cost analysis allowed Boeing to streamline its operations and improve overall efficiency. Lastly, the implementation of ABM also had a positive impact on Boeing's financial results as ABM helped in identifying cost-saving possibilities and optimizing resource utilization by providing accurate and detailed cost information. This can help to reduce production costs, improve profitability, and enhance shareholder value. For example, Boeing can make more informed decisions about resource allocation by understanding the true cost of activities in order to improve the financial performance. Now I'll be talking about the success for ABM at Boeing commercial airplanes, particularly in the Wichita division, has proven highly effective by eliminating non-value-added tasks. ABM achieved substantial cost reductions during the light structures phase, optimizing asset use and reducing outsourced expenses significantly. ABM's accurate cost insights have enhanced decision-making, enabling Boeing to strategically choose between internal manufacturing and outsourcing, thereby optimizing resource allocation. Despite initial challenges, with senior management support, ABM's achievements have earned recognition and support from managers and shareholders alike, promoting its broader adoption. In summary, ABM's success at Boeing commercial airplanes lies in its ability to enhance cost management, improve decision-making with precise cost data, and foster a more efficient, value-focused corporate culture. So firstly, implementing an activity-based management system, ABM system, requires overhauling both the costing system and existing information systems. Research from Malaysian higher education institutions revealed that existing systems often lack robust management reporting and analytical capabilities needed for ABM. This limitation hinders accurate cost allocation and the identification of reduction opportunities, potentially leading to initial productivity reductions and resource constraints. Implementing ABM may face cultural resistance due to entrenched traditional perspective on cost allocation methods. Employees and managers accustomed to conventional routines may perceive ABM as unfamiliar and disruptive. Studies have highlighted that resistance among developing country firms are mainly due to conservative attitudes towards strategic management accounting practices. Successful adoption of ABM requires a cultural shift supported by effective changes in management strategies and leadership commitment. Additionally, employee behavior can be influenced by concerns about job security, as cost-cutting tools like ABM may be perceived as threats to their roles. This can lead to anxiety and opposition to ABM adoption. So employees might also be reluctant to provide accurate and timely information for ABC, fearing that new KPIs will be harder to meet, which could negatively impact their performance evaluations, compensations, and career advancement. This reluctancy can jeopardize the efficacy and accuracy of the ABC process, further complicating the implementation of ABM. ABC, a core component of ABM, involves complex product costing through identifying cost pools and appropriate drivers. Challenges arise from the volume of transactions involved in production processes, making comprehensive cost activity data collection difficult. Accuracy in cost allocation is crucial for effective decision-making, but technical expertise and data accuracy remains persistent challenges for companies implementing ABM. The adoption of ABM typically requires specialized software for managing activity-based data, which can be costly to purchase, maintain, and train personnel to use effectively. So continuous system updates and administration are necessary to ensure relevancy and accuracy, adding to the overall complexity and expense of ABM's implementation.